Hey, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Dominic, aka Dom the Cyber Genius, and I'm coming back to you guys with another video. Today's video is going to be on GoTo. They're the owners of LastPass, and they have also suffered a data breach, and them and LastPass has just been in the dump recently. So I'm going to be going into how they got breached and the significance of it. So let's get into this video. Hey everybody, I'm going to be getting into this cyber threat intelligence report. As we all know, LastPass, a password manager company, was breached. They did lie about what actually happened and the amount of data that was stolen. The threat actors were able to get into people's accounts and steal their encrypted vaults as well as some backups. And I just wanted to tell you guys and inform you on GoTo, which is a company that actually owns LastPass, and how they actually suffered a data breach as well, and how those two companies are just in the, I guess, dog pound or dog water right now. So as we're getting more into it, we did know that I believe it was in 2022 or last year, LastPass did suffer a breach. It was it was ongoing. So I think it was like half of the year, and then more updates started coming out towards the end of the year. But um, GoTo just suffered a recent data breach as well. It actually happened in November of last year, but it was disclosed a couple of days ago or last week, then on January 24th, that they did suffer a data breach. So this was just them confirming it. And threat actors were able to exfiltrate encrypted backups belonging to customers and an encryption key. So this could mean some really big things, because I know that when it comes to password managers and vaults and stuff, they're encrypted and they're pretty safe for the most part, depending on how the company, stores them. But if attackers are able to get access to those, then it kind of defeats the purpose of having a password manager. And if they're able to get the backups too, that's even worse, because now if, say, for example, a hacker steals someone's encrypted vault and they get its backup, there's no way for that person to recover it unless they went in beforehand and actually, I think it was like exported all their passwords that are in there. But this is also bad because they stole some encryption keys or an encryption key, so that could be used to decrypt the actual vaults and cause it to where now people are forced to pay a fee or something in order to get their passwords back. Right? So that's kind of the severity of what's going on. They did say that the data incident targeted a third-party cloud storage service. It also impacted Pro, Central, and Join.me, as well as Hamachi and Remote Anywhere products. So those are the third-party services, I guess, that we're saying that were affected as well when it comes to them being when it comes to them being hit with the data breach. There is no evidence that the encrypted database so basically what they're saying, sorry about that, there is no evidence right now as of the encrypted databases that are associated with the two services being exfiltrated, and GoTo is yet to disclose how many users were impacted by the breach. I don't know why I deleted on accident, but by the breach. But hopefully in the next few days or so, we could see if there's any updates. I can even check right now. GoTo breach update. It doesn't look like there's that much updates since like last week, but maybe, some of these could actually help. But I'll make sure to look into that more when actually after the video and stuff. But as far as that, I'm getting into the TTPs. I kind of took the ones from LastPass, because when it comes to these type of data breaches and stealing different things, right, it's going to be resource development. So this is a compromise in people's accounts because now their passwords are infiltrated and they're not secure, and it's a total compromise to of the company's infrastructure due to them being a password manager company, or I guess the owner of LastPass. But the majority of that LastPass breach or data breaches in general is to go after credentials. So if they're able to get in that and get to those, and that's a total compromise of infrastructure. Credential access, so exploitation for credential access, that's the one I had. I should have added maybe one or two, which is like I believe it's credentials from password stores, because that's kind of where our passwords are stored on these sites. You know, they're in these encrypted vaults. So they were able to steal those. And that's one of the reasons why I would put pass credentials for password stores. Impact, this has a severe impact because now people are losing their passwords. This can lead to, identity theft, as well as people losing money and any other horrible thing that we could think about, because a lot of people have some of their most sensitive passwords and information within the password manager. And if that's not safe and secure, then we can't even host that, or we can't even have our passwords in there. And now our passwords are breached and they're up for grabs, and we could be losing money and any other horrible type of thing. And it's data destruction, because people can now spend money in our name, do other destructive things that they would want to do if they got their hands on our passwords in these vaults. Then it's reconnaissance, so gather victim identity information and organizational information. This could just be any info that they've gathered from the encrypted vaults, as well as anything the threat actors might have taken within the data breach. And then lastly, initial access, so basically valid accounts, and then being able to abuse our accounts once they gain initial access and get our password vaults. As far as affected assets and organizational impact, the information that was stolen included account usernames, salted and unsalted passwords. That's very bad right there. I'm not gonna lie to you. Unsalted and salted passwords, it's crazy. You don't know what those are, you can always just look them up. But that's crazy. They basically stole all the hashes, and then they stole the hashes that weren't even actually salted or hidden within that actual real hash value. So that's another crazy thing to think about. This they also store portions of multi-factor authentication settings, as well as product and license information. The latest announcement does come 2 months after both GoTo and LastPass, like I said earlier, disclose a data breach or unauthenticated activity on their systems. Both companies were affected, especially LastPass. This comes after the incident LastPass reported in December of last year. The threat actors were able to steal massive amounts of customer data, which included encrypted password vaults and backups that were associated with them. So they're just in a mess right now, and I don't even know what to say. Obviously, it's not about if, it's about when. Yes, we want to be safe. We don't know what this company's infrastructure or budget's going through, so we can't be too mad, but there is time to be professional and not professional, and I think they weren't professional when it comes to this. LastPass kind of lied and brushed under the rug the amount of data that was stolen, and we don't know if they were just being lazy when it comes to securing our password vaults. So I feel like they were kind of unprofessional with this situation, and this is why they're facing a lot of backlash. And when you do suffer attacks like these, your credibility, your name, and your image kind of takes a toll and is tarnished, especially if you're not doing the right things to recover the data, or if they find out that the threat actors infiltrated information very easily because certain things weren't put in place as far as security protocols, then it could just end bad for you when it comes to, tarnishing your image and likeness. And as far as a password manager, they probably won't even be, I'm not going to say they're not going to be around, but a lot of people are not going to start using them, because this is like their LastPass's second or third breach within the last year or so. So it's crazy to think about, and we'll see what happens in the future. As far as mitigation and response, once the incident was discovered, GoTo took the initiative to step up their protections, as well as being able to protect their customers and the ones that were affected by the breach. They are requiring all the customers that were affected to reauthorize MFA settings. So I'm guessing this is adding a different number, adding a different authenticator app, or deleting the one that's on there and replacing it with something else. The company also stated that they're migrating its accounts to an enhanced identity management platform, and I'm guessing that's just to be more secure. Like how I said earlier, GoTo has yet to disclose the number of users affected, but they are contacting all of them with additional information and any security tips to protect their accounts. And as far as that, that's it for the video. It was a little bit more on the short end. This kind of came out last week, and there still isn't that much information up about it. I will take a look and do some digging myself to see what updates have happened. But as far as that, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys liked it and learned something from me today. And please like, comment, subscribe, and you know what it is. I'm out. Peace.